Hi, I'm Austin from Mid-Tier Thoughts, and I'm coming to you today with an important message. We here at Mid-Tier Thoughts strongly believe in diversity and inclusion, but we find the lack of PTR-91 and HKG3 style content to be very disturbing. With your donation of 50 cents a day, just $14.99 a month, the price of one box of steel case Tula ammo, you can know that your donations are going to feed a hungry G3. Don't worry, little guy, we're gonna get you fed. Hi guys, Austin here again from the Mid-Tier Thoughts podcast. Today we're going to be talking about G3 style platforms, PTR-91s, going into some more kit involved with the weapons, kind of a kit overview like we did with our last video. We're going to be over some surplus kit, some more modern kit, and some things in between. We talk about this a lot on our podcast as well. You can check it out on Spotify. The link will be in the description. Go ahead and check that out and see what you think. Check us out on Spotify, check us out on YouTube. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. Contact!
I think she did.
All right, guys, so today we're going to be going over my G3 and my G3 kit. Again, we talked last time about retro rifles and retro rifle kit as to go with it, kind of talked about the M8 LBV vest. So I told you guys I had some more modern kit. So this is kind of a representation of a modern belt kit. As we're going to see here, we're going to go over this a little bit. So kind of going left to right, here I've got Eagle Industries. These are double AR-15 mag pouches. So if I were to run AR mags in this setup, I could hold 8. However, with the G3 magazines, they are a little thick and they don't like to stack 2 of them in here. So I can only get 4 G3 mags. So I generally plus this up with a chest rig, which I'll show in a little bit. There are other mag pouches out there I've been experimenting with to see if they will work for that. Haven't got around to that yet, but I will let you know when I do. Didn't bring my radio today, but this would be my radio pouch I would normally have here. I just have a standard Baofeng, and then connects to my mic, which I have running up on the shoulder strap. I have my dump pouch located here. Here I've got one of my canteen pouches. In this canteen pouch, one trick I learned to kind of help your water not freeze all the time is you take a sock and you wrap it around your 1-quart water bottle here, your Nalgene. If you guys can see that, I don't want to take it out there because it is kind of a pain in the butt to take out. And that'll kind of insulate it a little bit. It also, if you do that with 2 canteens, like I have the other canteen over here, you have an extra pair of socks carried in a way that's also insulating your water, so it's kind of a 2-for-1. In my butt pack here, again, I've got about 24 to 48 hours worth of emergency supplies. But one of the things I also have, since I am running a G3, is I have an official G3 cleaning kit. I got this from Liberty Tree Collectors. They're a pretty cool place to find some old school stuff like this. So you can kind of see in here that we've got the original cleaning gear and cleaning kit for this. Having a cleaning kit with your weapon, especially if you're planning on this for any type of Minuteman purpose, is pretty important, because while a lot of modern firearms can run pretty well, pretty dirty, you don't want to have that malfunction that could have been resolved just by you cleaning your rifle in the field. So that's a pretty dumb way to die. So moving on from that, we've got an IFAK here, and again, 2 more mag pouches. And this backpack here, I've got, this is a hydro pack. I've got my straw hooked up over here by my mic, and then I can hold other stuff back here. Generally, I have a poncho, raincoat, something like that. Kind of going with the roadie theme today, if you couldn't tell, just because 308 slaps and we're slotting floppies. So, the nice thing about this kit, again, this is an HSGI underbelt down here that I used. I just bought a H harness, and as well, I can't remember the company, honestly, I got the H harness from. Strapped it into the belt with the belt loops that, if you can see right here, we've got these belt loops here on the main belt. I've run an underbelt with it as well that hooks on, that allows me to attach it onto there. So the HSGI system is really nice, that nice thick padding that you have in here. I'm a big fan of HSGI stuff, if you couldn't tell. Then with that, we just add in all of our MOLLE pouches, hook it up to the H harness. You could put a pack on here, you could put your hydro pack, you could put an assault backpack, depending on how modular you want to keep it. Personally, I'm a big fan of belt kit. I think the nice thing about it is it adds all the weight down around your hips. and allows you to still carry a pack. I can still very comfortably carry a pack with this one, just like the last video where we talked about the M88 LBV vest. Other than that, as well, if you like to just run it slick, I run a plate carrier over this, I run a plate carrier under this. It just is a matter of adjusting how much tension I have on the straps. Generally, I like to go through though and find a good spot for them, tape them off wherever they're at, and run it that way. So that's the belt kit. Now, I was talking earlier about the downside is this right now only holds 4 G3 mags, and that's not sufficient, right? So how do we plus that up? Well, let me grab something. Going back to our surplus stuff, this here is a tiny Chinese, I believe it is type 63 vest. So this guy here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cell chest rig. This was originally made for 20 round AK mags. It holds the G3 mags very nicely. So with my G3 mags, what I like to do to make them a little bit easier to grab is I just take some 550 cord, tie knots on either end, wrap some duct tape around there, and make a little pull tab. Works pretty well. They hold up fairly well. Slap them in here, and away you go. The other thing I've done too to kind of modify this a little bit, you know, very slight modernization, is I just take a little bit of Velcro, male and female end, and with this I basically just got some stick-on stuff, heated it up real well, super glued it, slapped it on there. Some people sew it in. Either way, these are really easy things you can do to kind of semi-modernize old gear. With that as well, taking some Cobra buckles and just on the back side making a quick little snap part, so that way you can just throw it on in a pinch, nice and easy. This slaps on pretty easily. You can throw it on real quick, and then it's getting caught up on my hoodie, but you can kind of adjust it down, throw the kit over it, or throw this over your kit, or run this on its own. Generally with this, if I'm running it by itself like you saw earlier in the video, I'll have 6 mags in it, and then here I'll either have a radio or sometimes a small IFAK, just depends on what else I have on me as kit. So the other thing as well, this makes a really good standalone stuff on its own. If you want to go light, if you want to just, you know, be very quick, kind of light, throw it in the bag kind of thing, this folds up nice and neat, nice and small. You can kind of, the cells kind of fold down. You can throw it in a backpack, something like that. Not very large, doesn't take up a whole lot of space. Nice and easy grab and go. Another thing too, again, Chinese surplus. This here is an old school Chinese drum mag pouch. So this is basically a man purse for communism. And so you throw this deal over you like that, and away you go. Now, if you want to talk about quick grab and go, like easy kit, having this here, I can hold 5 magazines. Just one quick strap right there, another quick strap right here, and you can see we've got 5 magazines inside there. So something that's nice and easy to grab. This and the rifle, if you just need a quick rifleman's kit. You got this extra pouch here. You could throw pistol mag in, you could throw maybe some small medical items, maybe a radio, just something to have kind of like a, oh crap, I gotta start shooting kit. It's nice and easy to use. As I climb out of that, no G3 or FAL platform would be complete without a reproduction Rhodesian camouflage chest rig. Now this one is not a legit Rhodesian one. It's modeled after the Rhodesian FAL rigs, but this is just something cheap I got off Amazon because I like Rhodesian stuff. So with this, again, very similar to the Chinese one. We just throw it on, throw our head through there. You've got 4 mag pouches up front with your semi or G3 mags because both work in the same gun. Again, just a different style of Velcro that I've attached there. And then generally on the outside pouches, these will fit generally 2 Glock 17 mags, radio, medical kit, small stuff like that. I'll generally have those in those grenade pouches and run that. So generally whenever we had the kit all together, we're gonna wind up having the 7-round chest rig, 7-mag chest rig up here. So I'll have all my my ammo nice and easy to grab, nice and easy to be accessible with that. I'll have 2 more magazines here, 2 more magazines here, IFAK, canteens, butt pouch, dump pouch. And if I want to carry a sidearm, again, I will go back to the drop leg platform. This time, rocking my Glock 34 with a Trijicon RMR and a Streamlight TLR1. So, all together, this is fairly comfortable. I'm very mobile. I could wear soft armor underneath there if I wanted to. If I want to run it just like this, I can. I think this is a good kind of adaptation for nice, easy to use, and fairly easy to obtain Minuteman kit. So now let's do a quick overview of the rifle. All right, so this here is my PTR-91. This is a clone of an HK G3. This one is made obviously by PTR. So it's a really close reproduction of that. It does have the rail welded onto the receiver, which is really nice for mounting optics, as you can see. So send that forward, now that you know that it's empty. I love doing that slap, by the way. This is basically the MP5 for men. So 308, the magazines, super cheap, very well, super cheap, a lot of surplus on these. So you can usually get these magazines for like $4.99. A buddy of mine actually went on to J&G Surplus and bought like 300 magazines discounted at like 89 cents a piece. So that's not a joke, literally bought 300 magazines. So widely available. Semi mags will work with these as well. So with this, it's a 18-inch barrel on here. I've got my Streamlight mounted up here on top. You could run a Surefire if you want to. I just happen to have a Streamlight, so I ran it on here. So one of the things I did as well for a light cover is I just took the bikini cover from a Romeo 5, I think, or one of my Hollow Sun optics, and just cut it, electric taped it, and it works. So what this does is prevent the accidental discharge of light from running the pressure pad, as well as making sure that the reflective side of that, if someone shines a light at you, is not easily seen. So working back from there, we've just got a vertical foregrip on there, giving me something a little extra to hold on to in certain positions. Moving back again, Aimpoint Pro on here. Now, kind of my idea behind this rifle, setting it up the way I did, was I looked at the Swedes and the way that they run theirs. They run their AK4 platform, which is basically the HK G3. They just saw off the front sight, slap on an aim point, and away they go. I didn't want to saw anything off, so I kept the front sight, added the aim point. Here I've got my magnifier behind it, so I can reach out and touch somebody a little bit further at distance. But again, this is kind of set up for me as more of a battle rifle than a DMR or anything else like that. I have seen people run these as DMRs, as designated marksman rifle, with higher power optics or LPVOs, and that's all well and good. For me, I just wanted to run it more as a battle rifle. So what my idea with this is no farther really than a couple hundred yards, although it could potentially reach out further. With this, with running different loads and running different ammunition, I have found that, you know, just like a G3 was designed, it's designed for battlefield accuracy. I don't have an increased accurized barrel or anything like that. So I get about, I think the best I've had is about 2.5 to 3 MOA. Generally, on average, most ammos come to about 3 to 4. So again, battle rifle accuracy, minute of man. So with that being said, I don't really run it as a DMR. Again, I just run it more as a battle rifle. I think it's a great alternative as well if you want something at a heavier caliber, as opposed to an AR platform. Nothing wrong with the AR platform, but if you do want to run something different, this is another option. I think it is also one of the easily affordable and alternatives to that. You don't have to go into the SCAR range. You don't have to go into some of the higher end territory. Yes, there are some cheaper AR-10s out there. You do run into some parts compatibility issues with different cuts and different platforms. With this, there's a wide variety of accessories and modularity. This kind of was the modular rifle before it was cool. The receiver's easy to pop out and slap a new one on there. You can replace the buttstocks very easily with varying types. Same thing with all of the front end furniture. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping by today, and we'll see you on the next one. Yep. Listen here, bro. Before you go, make sure you like, subscribe to the podcast, okay?